Alright, here is my 2024 Honda Civic Hatchback Sport 6MT. A couple things I've done to it. I swapped out the wheels to Enki RFP1s, and when I did that, the calipers really showed, so I painted those black with 415 caliper paint. I think it turned out pretty well. Brush on application, but one thing about these wheels, they're light and they are running Continental DW06s with 235 45 17s. The ride is much better. Suspension will thank you if you go to a light wheel. I don't really like how these look, but I got a good deal on them on a forum. The guy shipped them to me from Nebraska for $1,000. He only had 5,000 miles on them. He had them on a touring, but in any case, they make a huge difference. It's quicker acceleration too, and the suspension just behaves much better. They don't look too bad. They kind of look like Steely's, I guess. And yeah, I don't know, I'm happy with it. The ride quality is so much better, and I don't have to, like, from a stop, it just, from a dead stop with the transmission, the manual, it just moves easier, surprisingly. That unspring weight is huge. These weigh, I think on my bathroom scale, 39.6. The stock rims and tires weighed about 52 pounds. Other than that, I think I'm gonna tint next, probably 30% all around. I think that'll make those wheels blend in a little bit better. Probably would have went with some nice Koenigs or something, a different Enki that weighed less, but for the price, I can't complain. Blacked out my badges. I might take this Sport and Civic off. I'm not sure yet. Got those off College Hills Honda. And added these mirrors. There's no blind spot indicator. Those work pretty good. Coming around to the front. With all the air conditioning issues, I went and installed it's like gutter guard in the front here. That was kind of a pain. I took the bumper off. I took the bumper off to replace this anyway. I didn't want to do it the way other people do it. I wanted the tabs. I wanted to stick to it. I just didn't want it stuck on with the adhesive. I decided to keep this open for the intake. And as far as cooling, I haven't had any issues. You look at the Acura grill, it's kind of like smaller anyway, but yeah. I don't know, I might do PRL intake. I know Nas did it on his, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference horsepower wise. But these wheels, man, like, it's probably the best mod I've done to the car so far. I love them. Love everything about it now, how it drives. Handles, of course, different, you know. Sounds refined around the corners, but the looks, you know, that's another downfall. But yeah, inside, I did add this camera up here. I got that off AliExpress, and it's like very inconspicuous. You see that blue light. I had an old Bravoer mirror, unnecessary. Does help with the blind spots. I added auto stop disable. Just ties into here, so the car doesn't shut off every time. Got a stoplight. You can disable it, but when I start the car up now, I don't have to hit that auto off button. I got that off Amazon for like 26 bucks, and it's been working fine. The 7,000 miles I have on this car. Added Bluetooth, wireless, Apple CarPlay. Got that off AliExpress, and then I got this. This kind of sucks. I would not recommend that. It was like, got a deal on it off Amazon, but it doesn't charge that well. Gives you more ports though, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, and then I bought some different seat covers, but I ultimately went with the EKRs or something off Amazon. These look pretty good. They're neoprene. And then I was having issues with my back with this car, so I bought this off Amazon too, and this has been a lifesaver. I don't think I could drive the car without it, to be honest. But yeah, those EKR seat covers are nice because if you look back here, they have pockets, and I can actually fit a Yeti back there, and it's not too bad. Like when I'm driving, I just slip this out, grab it. It's not ideal, but it works. So yeah, those are the things I've done. I haven't really had any issues like Nas did. When I had this up in the air changing the wheels, I looked at oil leaks. I didn't see anything. Valve cover, nothing around there. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. Yeah, but yeah, I think that 30% tint will look nice with those wheels. I'm really happy with the calipers because they still look kind of weird, but the caliper paint helped. I got a buddy that works at a powder coating factory, I guess you'd say. He manages it, and there's a possibility that if I want to change the color of these, I think silver looks good. There's a couple of people on the Honda Civic forum that went silver, and I think it looks better. But yeah, those are the things I've done. Love the car. I looked at the Mazda 3 hatchback, looked at the Corolla hatchback. I actually drove a 6-speed in that, and both those cars seem so cramped on the inside. They have more options for the most part, but ultimately would have went with silver, but I couldn't find a silver one to save my life. So when this came in to the dealership, I waited 6 months for it. Got it September last year. I don't drive it in the winter, and if I do have some stock like Civic SI wheels from 2013 with winter tires I might throw on there. But like what Nas did, I'll probably like undercoat the whole thing with PB blaster, all the metal parts, because I live in the Midwest. And yeah, I've seen what Russ can do to cars out here. I had a 94 wagon, 5-speed, kind of a rare car. My neighbor ended up buying that, but that thing was just rusted to nothing on the underside. The body looked great, but missed that car a lot. That thing was sweet. But yeah, I think the tint will look nice, and probably said that like 5 times, but I'm not too good at making videos. Yeah, it does look nice though. Nice looking car. But yeah, like, to all the non-believers out there, like, light wheels make a huge difference. I was really surprised. Acceleration, just the feel of the suspension and everything. I love it. I absolutely love it, how it rides. And my girlfriend doesn't complain anymore over bumps. There's a possibility. I mean, that Pour 15, it was like 26 bucks. I might paint that back portion of those suspension components, but I don't see that happening, but that might be an option. It doesn't stick out too much. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, one thing I noticed, like, this component is rusting already. So I did spray some just like lubricant I had on it. I didn't want to, like, I had a can of PB blaster for my truck, but I don't want to waste it yet, because like once you start opening that can and you only use a little bit of it, it clogs up. So this, before winter, if I drive it in the winter, I'll just spray the whole underside, avoiding exhaust and all those necessary things that heat up. But that stuff, that PB blaster works pretty good. I did it to my old pickup. My pickup I drive in with the winter, Chevy Colorado, and it's held up pretty good. The rust, that truck was from California, but try to keep it nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, those EKR seat covers on the back too, if you want to take a look. I had to take this seat out, this bottom portion of the seat, to do that. It's kind of a pain. And then, but it wasn't too bad. Like, yeah, I'm really happy with these. I was gonna go leather, but I don't know. Oh, and I am gonna add heated seats to the front. I messed around with seats in my Colorado, but I bought some kind of kit off AliExpress that ties into this tab. It fits perfect. It's specifically for a Honda Civic. So I might make like a install video on that, but that's gonna be a pain. Because I do want heated seats in this. That's one thing I miss. Oh, sunglass holder. Forgot to show you this. This is pretty sweet. Just, you know, so there isn't one included. And that, you just take that handle off and it pops right in. That was like $5 on AliExpress. Big upgrade since you don't have one, you know. Yeah, those are kind of the things I've done. Leave a comment of what you recommend doing. I'm not going to black out the handles. Too many people are doing that. A couple things I've had problems with at the dealership were like, I think it was the passenger side, it was all misaligned. Like they didn't do any QC on it. When I bought the car, came off the truck, I told the dude that like, these body panels are all misaligned. Like it was sticking way out. This was. And he said, yeah, we'll get that taken care of for you. And the Honda dealership did. Berkeley Honda in Minnesota here is pretty good about things like that. They realigned everything. So that was like the only issue I've had with it from the dealership. Like the QC on Hondas isn't that great. As Naz pointed out, we found that bolt in the engine compartment, but I'm just glad I didn't have any oil leaks. I haven't had the sticky steering so far. So, but these, yeah, like I said, oh, I sold my stock wheels and tires on Craigslist for $1,200. No reason to keep those around, because I'm really happy with these. And yeah, that's about it. Drop a comment. Criticisms are always welcomed. You know, I'm sure I'll get a lot from the wheels, but yeah, that's about it. PPF on the front, I guess. Got the hood, this part done, bumper, and then like up to here you can kind of see it. That was bubbling shortly after they did it, and Honda of Berkeley took care of that too. They reapplied everything, like the spots that were bubbling. Was bubbling right here, everywhere, like, and they just reapplied it on the bumper. So yeah, got the car for MSRP. They try to throw a bunch of add-ons on it, but you know, I waited 6 months for this thing, and they're discontinuing the manual transmission with the 2.0, so get it while you can, I guess. So that's about it. Thanks.